Get up here. Okay. Let me scoot it up here for you.
All right, we got head coach Rick Insel here after today's 83-45 win on Education Day. Another impressive win by a large margin for the Lady Raiders. They've got 5 players in double figures. Courtney Blakely, her second straight game in double figures. She scored 11 today. Other stats for you. MTSU outscored Tennessee Tech 38-14 in the paint, and then outscored Tennessee Tech's bench 26-12. And with that, Coach, you want to get us started with the statement?
Well, I thought they came out with a lot of energy, probably more than we did. We looked like we were a little bit intimidated by the crowd instead of them. But we finally got settled in. You know, there was a few private talks, and then there was a few team talks. So we got settled in. We started playing better defense. We started covering our defensive assignments, and then we started taking the ball and got the ball inside. And I think at one time we'd scored 10 or 12 points in a row inside. Then we all of a sudden decided we wanted to run something else. Now, where that come from, I don't know. But then we're lucky that 3 got knocked off there at the end of the half, to be honest with you. So that was 6. That would have been 6 straight points they'd scored. Good teams don't do that. And what we did a poor job of was we didn't think. And it wasn't one person. It was 4 or 5 of them at one time. Everybody's got to be thinking. Same thing with defense. If you're not talking, you're not playing defense. If you're not thinking, you're not playing the game. We didn't think. We got out there and we got a lead. We got to look at the scoreboard and we got to run up and down the floor hawking shots. That's not us. If we do that, we're going to lose games. We play together, we're going to win big games. And we got a big game coming up Sunday.
Questions?
Y'all got to the foul line really early and had a lot of success at the foul line. Before Anastasia's last 2 free throws, y'all had set school record in those free throws made, not missing.
We didn't focus on the free throw line tonight, did we? Anastasia got up there and just threw it up there. Well, we hit 25 in a row?
26.
26, okay. You know, we have been doing an average job at the free throw line. And you know, the more you talk about free throws, guys, the more it gets in their head. You just don't talk about it. You go to practice, you work on it, you try to set up some type of game-type situation. That's one of the toughest things to do in a practice is set up a game-type situation on free throws. And, you know, that just comes down to mental toughness. You just got to get up there, and if you're a good free throw shooter, and you got to get your rhythm, and you got to do the same thing every time, approach the line the same way every time. And when you do that, you're going to increase your percentages as far as shooting free throws. And that's basically what we've been talking to them about. Let's approach the free throw line with a little bit more focus than what we've been doing. And I don't know if that was the reason we shot from a free throw line as good today or not, but I was proud that they did that.
Defensively, there's obviously, you know, adjustment period where you don't have a defender like Alexis Whittington on before. Did you think that they figured that out as the game went on, or is that something that's still going to need some adjustment if she isn't available?
Well, I said from the get-go in the beginning of the year, Sam, and in one of your interviews and several others, we got 8 starters, 7 for sure. And you can't start with 5. So I think Cab Blakely is as good a point guard as they are around. And she comes off the bench for us. So by inserting her in, I felt like that I didn't think we were going to pick up on anything because Alexis Whittington has been starting for me now 4.5 years. And she's just so steady that you know what you're going to get out of Lex. You know what you're going to get out of Courtney. When I walk out of my office up to that ramp, I know for a fact they may not score in double figures, but they're going to give me every ounce of energy they got. I know that. And that's what, and that right, Clark? And so that's what I lose with Lex. I lose a little bit when her not being able to play. My thing is the steadiness that we have on the court and the way she passes the ball and blends in with everybody else. And she's kind of a quiet leader. And I think you might have saw that in that first quarter after that. She's just a quiet leader. Now, Courtney's kind of a loud leader. And if you saw me interchanging with Courtney out there the first half, basically it was so loud I was just really turning everything over to her on was going on out there, and she was kind of taking care of it.
Coach, Tennessee Tech had what shot 7-14 in the first quarter. They only made 9 shots the rest of the game. What kind of adjustments did you guys make to that?
We just finally zoned in on what we need to be doing defensively. We went out there. We got caught up in the crowd. We got caught up in a lot of things, and plus they hadn't played anybody in 2 weeks. They've been getting ready for Middle Tennessee for the last 2 weeks, and so coming in here on Education Day and playing a team, we've got a good basketball team. I'm not saying that to be braggadocious, but we've got a good team, and what we've got to do is we can't play down to teams. We got to go in and play our game. In the first quarter, I thought we were trying to just play with them, and we should have just stayed with what we were doing. Finally, Matt got their attention. We got to executing our offense. Cab come in. Cab has to be player of the game. I don't know who does that, but has to be because of their steals and because of our defense and running our basketball team. And we made some mental errors there. We shot the ball too early a time or two, and we had some people open a time or two. We didn't get the ball to them, and we can't do that. A point guard's got to be able to share that basketball. That answer your question?
Any other questions?
Thank y'all.
All right, thanks.
You ready, Clark? Okay. Let's go, Biggin.
Dick, and then you're free.
Courtney, what was it like or how hard of a task is it to come in and kind of replace Alexis in that starting role?
They were big shoes to fill because, she goes to the offensive boards, so I was trying to be much as a defensive presence as possible. But I was ready, and I wanted to step up for my team, so.
Cindy, they started to find you, I think, the second quarter on in the paint, having some foul trouble, helped you get some open hooks down there. What was the advantage y'all had in the paint tonight, get to the rim as a team?
We taller than them, so we tried to take advantage of that. Also, we tried to get to the board more, to get rebounds, to get a second chance for attack. I think in the first half we weren't as much successful with that, but second half it got us going, so we got our rebounds.
We found what worked.
Yeah.
So, Danny, you were talking to Coach Hintz a little bit about the stuff y'all do in practice for free throws and how that showed up on the court tonight. What are some of the things that y'all are doing in practice to get those percentages as high as they were?
Every day after practice, we'll finish out with free throws, and free throws is a big part of the game. A simple free throw can matter at any crucial point, crucial moment in a game, and I thought we did a great job of shooting our free throw shot at a good high percentage. So I thought that was very good.
Did y'all have any recognition that y'all did not miss like 26 tonight?
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
So I got one for you real quick, and this is for all three. So, coming into this game off of the, out of the tournament, how the Vegas one, how was Vegas?
Long.
I liked it. It was really good.
I'm a homebody.
And, coming into this game, I haven't actually looked at it, but Coach Enzo said that Tech hadn't played in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, what was your mentality coming into this game, coming out of that tournament? Were you guys, thinking more, I don't know what I'm asking, just what was your mindset coming in, to this game, with it being an education game, knowing that you're going to have 4,000 or 5,000 children sitting at the top of the lines?
Every game matters. This is what our non-conference is built for, to get us prepared for conference play. So, don't take any game for granted, and each game is going to build us up to the next following game.
For me, it was a special game because I knew I love playing for kids. I love kids, and When I was back home, I used to go to every game when like club team were playing, and that's how I like fell in love with basketball. So for me, it was important to show up for those kids because I know that maybe like some of them kids are looking for us as the role models, not just in basketball, but like in life, how we carry ourselves, like to the court, how our attitude is. Usually my body language kind of low, but today I gave my all. So
Yeah, and this like required a little bit more focus because we knew they were scouting us for 2 weeks because they hadn't played. So we came in knowing that, okay, they know our plays, but we still got to execute. So that was the biggest thing for our team.
How big of a confidence booster was this game for Sunday?
I feel like for Louisville, we were getting ready since like summer. I didn't know the whole schedule, but I know we're playing Louisville. That's how serious it is.
I know that we don't have a lot of ranked teams come in and play in person. So, what's it like just kind of thinking ahead, like they're at the beginning of the season, they were ranked in the top 5, in the country. I know they've fallen down a little bit now. What's the mentality going into that?
We're playing home, so we always play better at home for some reason.
And
so.
we need to be disciplined. We have to be very disciplined with our execution and defense.
I think
our
that's
help
our,
side, helping the helper. Yeah, got to be very disciplined.
And like taking care of the ball. That's just some things we have to do.
This is like a broad question. There's been some foul trouble for a lot of different people early on this season. It didn't seem to be the case today. Is that something you have to adjust to in this defensive system? Is watching your physical contact? Because obviously the way they coach this defense is it's a lot of jostling and passing lanes and making people uncomfortable.
Yeah, for me, it's more of just trying to stay with my hands off, because you can't put your hands on. They changed the rules now, so I try to keep my hands off and use my speed.
I think for me is using my head more. So that's one adjustment that I'm still growing at defensively is using my head.
I feel like when we were in Vegas for that tournament, the game there was much more physical. So I feel like we're still adjusting to like back to how we used to play here. So
It was
I
very
think
physical.
that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, girls.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
all.